Hey everybody, this is Roberto Blake helping you create something awesome today. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna talk about my 30-day break from YouTube. A lot of you, by the time you're watching this, it's been about 30 days roughly since my last upload. I wanna talk about how this has impacted my YouTube channel. A lot of you had questions about whether this affected my views, did my subscribers drop, what happened with my ad revenue, and did this in any way make me demotivated to continue making videos? So we're gonna be talking about that. I'm gonna show you everything you need to see in terms of YouTube analytics, real data right here on the laptop. So we're gonna go a deep dive into that. And I really just want to do this to be transparent with you and help you figure out whether you want to take a break from YouTube and what you can expect. So I think the first thing a lot of people really are concerned about is, do you lose subscribers? And I think it really comes down to how you stay in contact with your audience. I mean, let's go and look at Social Blade real quick, for example. Now, keep in mind, this 30-day data or 28-day data or whatever it is as close as I can get. And here on the last day, this is like the day that Social Blade no longer has access to the YouTube API. So live subscriber counts aren't going to be accurate on this day. So it's showing that I lost 640 subscribers, but that's not accurate. And I'll show you in the YouTube dashboard that that's not what happened, because I know a lot of people would be concerned about that. But it looks like throughout the entire time that I was on break, that I gained a decent number of subscribers. It's not a lot. It was usually hovering right around 100 subscribers a day. So that's really not bad, considering that I didn't upload to the channel at all. So there wasn't a lot of ways for new people to discover the channel besides old content. Now, a lot of people asked about views, and you can see here that the views kind of went up and down between maybe 7,000 to 10,000 a day. And with no new uploads, that means that YouTube was pushing my old videos. So let's go into the YouTube analytics dashboard here. So you can see I got about roughly 200,000 views during this time on the channel over a period of like 28, 30 days. And you can see the last time I uploaded was August 21st. So like this is literally taking roughly a month off here. And I recorded that video a week before that. So not a lot of uploads going on. And that video did okay. Now here's the interesting thing. YouTube pushed a lot of my old content during that time. And also in terms of the ad revenue, I did pretty well on ad revenue, considering that there were really no new uploads to the channel to drive new revenue in terms of AdSense. I still made plenty of money with the affiliate links and other videos with people who obviously either do my coaching or buy any of my digital products like the YouTube Starter Kit. So none of that revenue was dramatically impacted. In fact, during that 30 days, I probably did more coaching calls than in the previous month. So yeah, looking at all this, these numbers aren't too bad on the surface, but let's look at comparing them over a 90-day period just to kind of get a sense of what happened with the channel and see like where it goes. So, obviously it stabilized pretty well considering that there weren't any uploads to create spikes. And you can see here in the data that uploading videos creates more views. The more videos we upload, the more views that we get. But let's look at all of 2019 just to get a more practical overview of what's happening with the traffic. Now, you can see in periods of time, like at the beginning of the year in January, where I go hard on videos, I can, spike anywhere from 16,000 to 22,000, 28,000 views a day. And where we ended up in the low end during this break was, maybe 7,000. 8,000, 10,000, it just really depends. So that is very telling that the impact of uploading videos versus not does affect the views on a channel. However, in my case, I have old content, I have evergreen content. And this is also something important to keep in mind for the ad revenue when we talk about what's happened in the last 28, 30 days. So let's take a look at that real quick. If we go over and we look, you can see that a lot of the video content that is actually doing really well over the last couple of days is actually older content. The last video actually did pretty good in terms of its CPM rate, but a lot of these older videos performed really well. They had some really good ad rates associated with them. So when I look at this and I see these very high CPM rates. And I did a whole video about how much money I make on YouTube and the fact that my channel is a little different. It's a little weird. My channel doesn't need to get a ton of views to do very well in ad revenue. You can see that I actually can make a lot of money with my old content in YouTube, still pulling in views, pulling in new subscribers, and also helping the bottom line when it comes to YouTube ad revenue. For example, take a look at this affiliate marketing video. This affiliate marketing video not only helped drastically with high CPM rates for not getting a ton of views in the last month, but it also added 159 new subscribers to the YouTube channel. And so when you have hundreds of videos working for you in the background, making you money, even if it's just 50 or $100 a video, that adds up when it's enough videos. And if you're in a high CPM niche, if you're in a very lucrative niche like I am, by covering topics around entrepreneurship, social media marketing, freelancing, affiliate marketing, these videos in my niche are worth a lot more in ad revenue than if I were doing more mainstream topics. So if I were doing trendy stuff, one, it could get demonetized, and two, it wouldn't have a long lifespan. So it means I'd have to constantly keep making videos on YouTube and could never take a break if I need one. And so that's why I want to make this video. This is why I'm making a lot of videos that are going to focus on transparency in online business and social media and show you the real data and the real numbers behind it, because I don't think a lot of people understand what's really happening. Now remember, in previous videos, I've talked about how much YouTube would pay me for 1 million views, whether that's on a single video or if I did 1 million views over any period of time. And it's actually a really interesting video because you start to learn how YouTube works when it comes to ad revenue. But when I look at, data from, what my channel's done, in 2019 so far, I can obviously see months where I was more active were more profitable, and months where I was less active were less profitable. And so in order to continue, to get really great, money from AdSense revenue, you really do have to keep uploading videos to YouTube. And so if that's something you want to focus on, then you know that that makes sense. But I also want you to think about making evergreen content that can give you a little bit of breathing room, because to be honest, for the amount of views that I did get in that month, in that 28-day break, I think that the ad revenue is actually pretty good considering I didn't make new videos to supplement that in any way. It may not seem like a lot, but doing, $1,540 in exchange for less than 200,000 views in YouTube terms is a lot. If I had actually hit 1 million views for the month, then that means I would have made about roughly 5 times as much money. So that means that, if I did decide to keep putting out content, and if any of those videos went pretty big, that'd be looking at thousands of dollars in revenue. So you have to kind of decide how much it's worth for you to keep putting in the work around this. And for me, I honestly took a lot of this break off to focus on my business because it's just more lucrative, and I had to do a lot of public speaking. I wanted to work with my one-on-one coaching clients, and I really enjoy spending time with the members in my group and focusing on helping them grow their social media and grow their online businesses. I also love making videos for YouTube, and I also during this time decided to do a little bit more work on the back end of my podcast, and I also launched a brand new YouTube channel, and I'm going to show you what YouTube treats a new channel in 2019 like in the first 30 days of that channel's existence and its first couple of uploads. So that's going to be an exciting video, so make sure you subscribe if you want to get that. There were a lot of different projects that I worked on during the break. I didn't take a complete break from making content. I focused on some of my other platforms. I also wrote a free PDF guide for you guys called the Video Success System. If you want to grab that, it's completely free. Just sign up for the newsletter and grab it from the info card. So those kind of things can be overwhelming if you try to also do that and make content for YouTube. Sit there doing that, editing, doing the thumbnails, everything takes time and a lot of energy, and you could burn out really easily if you don't pace yourself. Now, putting all the data aside for a minute, let's talk about how this affected me as a content creator and what you can expect when it comes to taking a break from YouTube. Number one, I don't think you should ghost your audience completely. I kept my audience up to date. I kept you guys up to date by using my community tab in YouTube, using YouTube stories, and also Instagram and Twitter to let you know, one, that I was okay, let you know what I was working on. And also this video is one we kind of worked on together because a lot of you had questions and I tried to do my best to answer them in this video. So I try to stay in communication with my audience. You can do that using your other social media platforms or your Discord server, even if you're taking a break. Now, if you need to distance yourself completely from the internet and you're doing an internet detox, then that's a different story. I haven't felt like I need to do that personally, but I might feel differently if, I was married, if I had a family, if I was in a long-term relationship, then yeah, that's something that I might consider doing, and maybe that's what would be healthy for you. What I don't want is for content creators to feel like they're trapped, like they're handcuffed to YouTube, handcuffed to the algorithm, and that if they don't show up every single week and something happens, you get sick, you go to the hospital, or you just burn out, that your audience will completely abandon you and your career is over. I don't want you to stress out about that. And so in looking at the way I approach my YouTube channel, everything from diversifying my revenue streams with things like affiliate marketing and other products that I sell directly, and also having a business that exists outside of YouTube with my consulting with brands, not doing brand deals, but actually consulting brands about how they can build and grow their content around social media. I think it's been very important for me to give me more freedom. There's no point in doing this if you turn it into a job where you're more abusive than any boss that you've ever had. So, this could really be a great opportunity for you to step back and just think about, what are you doing in terms of treating yourself properly as a content creator? Are you giving yourself a real chance to get some breathing room, get some perspective, or are you putting yourself on the YouTube treadmill and are you on the verge of burning out? For me, I've had a great time just taking a step back from this. I've enjoyed working on a brand new channel with a fresh pair of eyes and different content. And I also took a lot of time to focus on my fitness and on my health. I actually, in the last 2 months of really focusing on my fitness, I've dropped 8 pounds and I feel great. I feel more energetic. I feel happier than I have in a very long time because I'm really looking at my personal development. I'm looking at how can I live a better, longer, healthier life? Because if you're trying to become an entrepreneur or you want to be an online influencer, why would you do that at the expense of not having the life that you want? Question of the day. Are you feeling stressed out by social media and YouTube? And if you are, I'd love for you to tell me what is stressing you out the most in the comment section. And also, please try to offer some support and encouragement to the people who are sharing that, because it can be rough. It can really weigh on you to be doing this all the time or be involved with it. So I really just want us to support each other as a community. And also remember, you can join the Discord server. Just go to robertoblake.com/discord and you can be part of the community there. And we try to keep it light, have a lot of fun, but we also try to give people feedback if they want it on some of their content. Like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other awesome content here on the channel. As always, you guys, thanks so very much for watching. And don't forget, go out there and create something awesome today. Take care.